Now I want to add brackets to my tournament. My pools are complete, and after the pools are done, I want bracket play to be done after the pools are done. So I'm going to call my first pool championship bracket. We're only going to play on Sunday. I can still leave an hour, and you're going to see, depending on how many teams you have a lot of options. There's single elimination, double elimination, consolation, which means the teams go in both directions. Again, every one you click on, you can see a picture of what it's going to look like. Some of them get a bit crazy, I'll say, because there's a lot of matchups depending on the type of bracket and the number of teams that are in that bracket. You can see some of them get quite large. For what I want right now, I'm just going to pick. I'll just pick the consolation bracket, and I'm just going to select a 4-team consolation bracket, and then I'll click on next, and you'll see also the bracket options here. In some cases you do have different options, so you can see that the full bracket versus just the first through eighth, where they don't have the extra games. So again, it just depends on what you're looking for. If you don't see a template here that you need, let us know and we can build that for you rather quickly too. So I have my little 4-team bracket here. What I'm going to do is make these matchups. Again, I could just select the teams again, but I don't really want to do that. I want to have it based off of a pool. So I'm going to pick an individual pool. I'm going to pick Pool A in first place. I'm going to have them play against Pool B second place. And in my lower matchup, I'm going to pick Pool A second place against Pool B first place. The no team option is a bye. So if I wanted a team not to have a matchup for whatever reason, I could do that and it would automatically advance them. And if I wanted to pick a pool group, what that allows me to do is it puts both A and B together, and then it gives me all the possible matchups for all the teams in pools A and B, which in this case is all 6 teams. So it's more of a seeding between all the pools versus just selecting an individual pool. Again, both work just fine, but in this case, again, I'm going to pick Pool A second place for this part of the matchup. And then you will see here that, again, my pools will be on top, those will complete, and based on these results, it'll fill in my bracket based on what we told it. I'm going to create one other bracket real quick just to, again, show you the options. I'm just going to have a single elimination one this time, but only the 2 teams. And all I'm going to do here is have, I need a name. I'm just going to have the third place teams play each other for one final game. You're also going to notice that there were other options now available here as well, because now that we have a bracket available, I can also make this bracket dependent on a prior bracket, either based on a matchup that a team won or a team lost. Again, I can go into more detail on that later, but just to know that those options are there, which means that you can kind of create any flow to your tournament that you want. And there I have my 2 brackets.